Alright guys, welcome back to another first impressions video. So in today's video, what we're going to be doing is reviewing the newest edition from the Paco Rabanne line I got into my collection. And this fragrance is none other than the original Paco Rabanne Phantom. Alright, so I actually kind of worked backwards a little bit earlier. You know, I reviewed also the Phantom Elixir, and you can hit this video and you can check that review out right here in the corner. But nonetheless, Phantom is one of those fragrances, especially from Paco Rabanne. We all know about 1 million. Well, this Phantom line was really something that really hit the community by storm. It was really popular when it first dropped, sort of not just for the new scent quality, but also the new look. It was almost like them trying to modernize the brand. So nonetheless, I got my hands on the original fragrance, and it's always good to get kind of the full spectrum and see how the fragrance line evolves over the years. So I got this one. We're going to go through our initial blind smell reaction. We're going to get through our initial test, and we're going to see whether getting the original is worth it, or should you just go ahead and skip past that and go get your hands on the rest of the ones in the line. And so nonetheless, we'll go through all of that. So stay tuned. Let's get it. All right, so the first thing we have to do is we have to check out the presentation. So we're going to go through our unwrapping, our unboxing. We're going to take a look at this bottle. Here we go. Box it. Boom. All right, there it is. The original Paco Rabanne Phantom. First of all, I like this. I like what they did with this original bottle design. They went this futuristic, robotic look. This is definitely really unique, really interesting bottle design. And also, I mean, one thing about it is, while it does have that silver look, it's easier to get your fingerprints on it, but nonetheless, I'm really enjoying this one. I'm glad I got the full bottle, the big bottle of this one. Definitely, if you can get your hands on the bigger bottle, that's the way to go. But sometimes it's all about getting, when you're building your fragrance collection, get the best deal that you can. Whatever you're comfortable paying, whatever you're willing to pay, and what you're willing to pull the trigger on, that's what you get. But nonetheless, got the big bottle of it. So we're gonna get through our blind smell reaction, and we're gonna test the fragrance out, and we'll see what we get. And in the air, so let's test this atomizer out. Nice atomizer 4 and 5 in the air. Let it settle. Okay, already just off rip off the opening, you're getting two main notes. You're getting lavender, really strong lavender, and a lemon zest / lemony. So really nice citrusy lavender, really nice vibrant opening. This one's a really fresh one too. I'm really enjoying this one off rip, and it's definitely giving it more of a light, airy sort of appeal. So it's not that strong, it's not so dark, it's not so rich, but you can definitely tell that this one's gonna have a nice scent trail, a nice sillage to it, I'm imagining, just off the rip. Not the strongest one also, it's a little bit more faint, a little bit more light, which is not always a bad thing, but it's almost giving, you know, kind of something where it's not gonna have the loudest presence in the air, but something that is just gonna have a nice, you know, nice opening, nice kind of introduction, if you will, to a fragrance. But nonetheless, really nice opening. You're definitely getting that lavender and lemon off the open. And it's starting to settle in the air. Then you're getting some earthy notes in here. So a really nice, vibrant opening, really citrusy, fresh opening. And then you're gonna get some woods a little bit. You're gonna get a little bit of incense. You're definitely getting some earthy qualities. But nonetheless, great opening. Really enjoying this one. Still one that I'm quite liking. And I mean, this is only 4 years old. It was dropped in 2021. So definitely more of a modern fragrance, kind of the modern man's fragrance I'm envisioning with this one. So nonetheless, we got through the first step. Now we go through our smell test with the tester strip, and we'll test this mid out. All right, here we go. We got the tester strip. Now we have the fragrance. So let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 sprays off the strip. As it's settling down, as it's drying down this time, see if we get anything different. Definitely, again, you're still keeping that same lavender, lemon freshness in the opening. Really, really, really nice. I would imagine this is definitely going to be a nice daytime fragrance, especially if you're someone who doesn't want a fragrance that is overly loud. You don't want it overly sweet, but you do want an aromatic touch and an aromatic undertone. I do think you will enjoy this fragrance. And then when I compare it to other Phantom fragrances in the line, again, when I compare it to all the other flankers, this one's a little bit more airy, it's a little bit lighter, it's a little bit more toned down versus when I look at Phantom Intense, Le Parfum, and then the Elixir. All those ones are all gonna be a little bit more richer, a little bit darker than this one. This one's really kind of, I don't want to use the word light as in you won't be able to smell the fragrance, but definitely one that is more subdued and a little bit more calm nonetheless. But nonetheless, we got the tester strip, it's dried now, so let's see what we're getting here. keeps that lavender, it keeps that nice toned down lavender. And see, lavender is one of those fragrances, really, to me, those fragrance notes. If you blend it well, if you master it well, then it can either go really great or it can overpower fragrance. But typically lavender goes really well as far as the daytime fragrance is concerned. You want to pair it with something extremely citrusy that'll really kind of balance it. And I think the lemon that they put in here is done really well. But then they also added some smoky sort of incense in here, and then the earthy undertones, and then you're getting what I'm seeing is patchouli as well. So a nice green, earthy, smoky, mixed with that citrusy florals is a really good combination of notes so far. So you're getting citrusy floral opening, and you're getting a earthy, woody, smoky mid. Then you're getting some sweetness, some vanilla sweetness in the base, but the vanilla is not so overpronounced, which is really good. So I think with the Phantom line, put simply, my observations of it as a whole is that they like that aromatic quality to your fragrance. They like that vanillic sweetness, but they don't want to make it overly gourmand. They want it still to have some versatility in the line, and then it's just a matter of how rich do you want the fragrance to go as far as the flavor you choose. But nonetheless, 2 for 2. I'm quite enjoying it. This is still another dub, and definitely this one has a use and has a place in my collection. All that's left now for me when I'm thinking about it is what's the mass pleasing gonna be, and what is the reviews gonna be when we test it out in public. But nonetheless, this one's really good, really enjoying it, quite liking it. We're 2 for 2. All right, last thing we gotta do is we gotta go through our skin test. 1, 2, 3, and we'll go 4 off the skin. And we'll see just how this checks out off the skin. Let it dry down. This, if you look at it, I wish I could show you the arm, but no, nice, it's a pretty thin layer to it, but nonetheless, still good when we test it off. Lemon, lavender, earth, smokiness. Yeah, patchouli again. And patchouli is a little bit more pronounced on the skin when you spread on the skin, when you let it air out that way. And then there's some woodiness, but it's not like an oak wood, not a sandalwood, not even a gaiac or an oud. It's a really light one, almost like a vetiver. It smells like a vetiver based fragrance, and that would make sense if I'm right. It would give off a really light touch of vetiver, light woods, where it would really be blended and be more of your daily driver type of fragrance. But nonetheless, I think this one is really, really good. It's no amber, so it's not overly rich, it's not overly gourmand, not overly sweet, but a nice fresh fragrance, nice fresh airy fragrance with some sweetness to it. Not overly sweet, but definitely nice balance to it. This one's really balanced, really calm, really subdued, and I think will carry a great scent, as I said before. So now, that's 3 for 3. Now let's do some deep dive as far as what notes did we actually get, what did I miss, and then we'll determine who wears this, when are you gonna wear it, and then after that we'll go through our final thoughts on it. But so far, this is a dub. All right, so after looking at the note breakdown, definitely you're getting that lemon, you're getting that lavender. Those are the 2 most pronounced notes. So if you like a lemon-based fragrance as your citrus, you're gonna love this fragrance. If you like lavender as your floral component, you're gonna love this fragrance. You're gonna get some patchouli as well. You're gonna get some vanilla as well. You're also gonna get that vetiver in here. So that was that woody component that I was talking about. And then you're gonna get a slight bit of smokiness. It's not incense, but definitely for me, I picked up on some smoky undertones. So if you like that, I think you're gonna definitely enjoy this one. So that's the note breakdown as far as what you're gonna be getting. Now, this one to me is a really nice casual date time fragrance, right? I think this one you could wear to work. I think for a young guy, you could wear to school, definitely. It's that nice, vibrant, daily driver fragrance. And, you know, as far as the season, this one is giving spring to summer, early fall. Spring to summer, early fall. Spring, so like right now, we're in March. Definitely, I think this one is a banger for you guys to get your hands on. I think this one will do numbers and do really well for you guys, honestly. All right, and then as far as what's the age group, well, I talked about when I did the Elixir and Le Parfum and the Intense. Those ones lean a little bit darker, a little bit richer. So those ones are a little bit more mature. I think this one is definitely the one for the younger guys out there. It's gonna be also the most affordable because it's the oldest one in the line, right? So you already have that going for you. And then I think just the fact that this one's a little bit more playful, a little bit more casual, a little bit more light. This one definitely is one where you can wear it to school, you can wear it to your casual settings. You won't have to choke. You won't have to worry about choking anybody out. This one will be a nice sillage, a nice airy fragrance, a nice fragrance where you'll be able to wear it. You won't offend anybody, but you'll definitely have a nice icing on the cake to your appearance and to your outfit and to your daytime wear. So definitely, I think this one great selection for my guys in late teens, early 20s. You know, you're trying to get your nice signature scent done and accounted for. This one I think would go well for you guys. But then again, anybody who wants to get their hands on Phantom, if you just love the fragrance, then obviously put the trigger on it. Best suited for those younger guys in their early 20s for sure. But nonetheless, guys, that'll do it for today. Again, another first impressions done and accounted for. Another dub from the line of Paco, Rabanne, the Phantom line. This is the original Phantom. Definitely another dub, another one. So now we got 4 out of the 5 fragrances from the Phantom line. We're gonna do a deep dive on all the ones I have in line. And I'm gonna get my hands on the Legion as well. That's the only one I have left. And after that, we'll be ready to go and we'll have the full deep dive. And that'll be another set of flankers that I have the full collection of. And that's what it's all about. So again, guys, get your hands on this one. TFM stamp of approval to this fragrance. Again, you know, it's all about building this collection from scratch. This is really the fun part about being a collector and getting into the hobby is you start to determine, you start to differentiate all the different fragrances. Those key notes, those key differences, those key components are really where it's fun kind of being able to smell them, try them out, and decipher what makes one a better fit for certain people than others, right? It's all about finding your fragrance personality, right? Mine has evolved immensely and tremendously since when I first started collecting up until this point now, and it's steadily evolving. And so that's really the fun in it. So guys, always remember to take and to have some joy and take this hobby lightly, right? This is fun, you know, especially when you can get your hands on all these various scents, all these various personalities, these representations of different artwork and art forms. That's what fragrance is to me in many regards, but nonetheless, I'll do it. If you're just finding my channel, I appreciate you stopping by. And if you've made it this far, make sure to hit the subscribe and follow button. Make sure to like the video also, and to make sure that you get notified anytime I drop any fragrance content. For those of us who are still supporting all this time later, you know, we're just building the community up. I appreciate all you guys who listen, tap in with me. So all we ask you continue liking the videos and comment down below what fragrances you want me to talk about. What haven't I talked about on the channel that you guys want to see? I'll get it done for you guys. But that'll do it for today. As always, guys, have a good day. We'll catch you on the next one. Much love.